Hi guys, Shaun here from 5-Star Marine coming to you with another weather update. Feels like all I've been doing all week is weather updates, but that's because we've had some out of season weather here. Firstly, to those of you who are in northern Thailand, our thoughts are there with you. We did send a truck worth of supplies down there. It was being devastated by flooding, mud. I saw actually an image yesterday of mud to the roof of a house. But those of you who are planning to visit Phuket, I would say that please understand that what happened in northern Thailand hasn't happened here in Phuket. And today I want to give you an update of what we're expecting to happen today and what we're expecting to happen in the next few days. If you watched our video yesterday, we said to you that we expected that yesterday was going to be quite wet and windy. Today, actually, we've woken up to some blue skies, which is very interesting to see, and it looks like actually we have a very good and improving system moving forward as we head into the weekend. So right here with me I have, this is our live TMD radar. When you're coming to Phuket and you're looking at the weather, a lot of people look at the native apps on their phone, or they go to their favorite website, or they watch the weather channel. What we've found here as operators in the last 18 years is that most of these things are not up to date. They're not giving the real on the ground information about what's happening weather-wise. So we use the live radar. Looking at the radar today, you can see we do have quite some rain here off the west coast of Phuket. We are in the time of year where all of our weather comes from the west coast. So what's out here will come across. But the way that the wind is blowing today, it looks like that most of this rain is going to go up and hit Khao Lak and not actually come across Phuket. Now, as we look forward over the next coming days, we start to look at our wind conditions. So I'm just going to update our wind here. This here is Phuket. This here is PP. This here is Krabi. You can see that as like we saw with our wet weather, we have a strong wind condition off the west coast. But as we move forward, actually as we even move forward to just tomorrow, that condition has gone down. Now, those of you who watched my video yesterday, you'll realize that orange wind means that we've got a very, very strong wind. Green wind means that we're going to have a slight bump on the sea, but it's not that of a strong wind. And blue wind, which like you see here, is great wind, and this is great boating conditions. So today we have this very strong orange wind pushing across Phuket and out to PP and beyond to Koh Lanta. But when we move on to tomorrow being Saturday, we can see that this wind is dissipating. This is normal in Phuket. Jay and I were just talking about this before we came on camera, where we say the government normally when it's going to do a weather warning, it's going to weather warning one day early and also one day later. So normally what we would find is that the weather starts to change the day before the weather warning will end. So the weather warning here in Phuket is predicted to end actually on Saturday with a normal resumption of activities on Sunday. With that said, we can actually still operate tours right now. So today we have a boat out in Phang Nga Bay. We have our bioluminescence tour going out. The sea is actually very calm out there right now. It's not that rough at all. And one of the reasons being that Phang Nga Bay here, as you can see here, it is protected. And it is blocked the wind by Phuket and Khao Lak. Now, as we go forward into the week, we go to Sunday, we can see that that orange wind is completely gone. We're now down to a green and blue wind, and moving forward onto Monday, we have our blue wind. Now, again, just to remind you, orange wind means a very strong wind. It can mean potential for a lot of rain, potential for poor sea conditions. Green wind, less likely to have rain, less bumpy sea conditions. Blue wind, highly likely not to have rain and very good sea conditions. And we're seeing that coming forward from even from Saturday starting, Sunday improving, Monday being perfect conditions. So if you are visiting Phuket on a holiday and you're landing in tomorrow, I think the good news for you is that you can start to look to go out to island hop on days like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Now, as I said, today we are out in Phang Nga Bay ourselves. It's not raining out there at the moment. The sea is quite calm. We are kayaking into the caves. Last night we saw the bioluminescence. Generally speaking, Phang Nga Bay, which is this area up here, is going to be a place that we can safely operate tours all year round. Now, hi Jay, how
Hello.
are you?
I just got a quick question.
Yes.
Can we still go snorkeling?
Very good question. Right now we will see that because of the way that the rain has come in, that what do you call that, Jay? Get back in camera.
Sorry, what?
The bottom of the sea is disturbed. What do we call that? When the rain comes down, the seabed disturbs and it makes the water less clear.
Less clear. It's not as clear.
So,
Disturbed.
So generally what we would say is wait 1 to 2 days for the storm to clear out, for the water clarity to come back. Now today it's not raining, so count today as day 1, meaning tomorrow is day 2. So I think if you're looking to go snorkeling, I think you're going to be looking at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday next week being great days to go snorkeling. And as you do go through, you can see that we have this very low wind pressure all the way through next week, making for great boating conditions, great sea conditions, and great snorkeling conditions. So now let's talk about what is open. As of tomorrow, PP Don is open and some areas of PP are open as well. Looks like a lot of the operators on the island are going to start operating back to PP from tomorrow.
Just let you know, Maya Bay is still not open, but that's because it's its annual closure.
Yeah, Maya Bay is in its annual closure, but it will be open very soon. October 1st it will be open.
October 1st.
And Jay's going to be there.
I am, and Karen.
Oh wow, really? I didn't even know that.
Yes.
We also have Phang Nga Bay open and operating. We have Krabi open and operating. We have Russia Island open and operating. Coral, Kai, Maiton, all of this is open now. For those of you who are visiting and asking about is it safe on the roads, we'll get a road report from our roving road reporter who's going to pop up behind the screen here.
I'm
Jay?
already here. I drove the kids to school this morning and it was no problem at all. There was one part that was a big puddle,
yes,
and I did splash a motorbike, and I'm sorry, Mr. Motorbike, I didn't mean to splash you, but I did.
But we're not experiencing any delays on the road more than what we would normally experience.
No.
Phuket generally has bad traffic.
Yeah.
We did a video last year of this.
Let's not talk about traffic, but no, there's no more big flash flooding. There might be parts around Phuket that might be a bit affected, such as down south. I know that Rawai and Shillong might still be affected, but there's nothing major.
And as an update for those of you who are aware that we had a landslide a few weeks ago, a lot of the recovery effort has been done. The roads have been reopened. The government here is a very, very good government at responding to emergency crises.
Good job, government.
So I don't think you should be worried about that. There is one closure though that we should talk about, and that is Big Buddha. Our roving reporter Jay, who's going to pop back up there again.
Hold on, hello. Yeah, Big Buddha's closed because apparently they're not supposed to be building the Big Buddha on top of the hill. But that's we'll do a whole video on that. Let's not get into that now.
Look, there is some political stuff going around Big Buddha, but it is closed indefinitely at the moment. But there are other locations which you could go to. You could go to Wat Shillong. There are Wats all over the island where you could go and you could see some of the Buddhist culture.
Or
here.
Phuket Town, and go and do a little temple tour around Phuket Town.
And that's another question I had. People are asking me, are the weekend markets open? Yes, the weekend markets will open. Nothing stops a weekend market in Phuket.
Hey, we just did a video on weekend markets. Go and watch it.
Nobody watched it because they're watching all of our videos about the weather.
I'm going down again.
So look, I think someone asked me yesterday, they said to me, so can you tell me what I can do while I'm here in Phuket? And I think my answer to you right now would be, is you can do everything that you plan to do. All you may need to do is adjust the order that you're doing it to make sure that it fits with the opening and closures that we have going on. But I do predict that PP will open from tomorrow. Looking at the weather right now, we have sun breaking through everywhere. We have the wind condition looking quite good. And again, coming back to the models that we're looking at today being a high wind model, moving with an easing wind on Saturday afternoon. That wind basically completely gone from the Phuket area. Sunday forward, and we're moving towards that nice blue wind. It's time to get back out on the sea. It's time to enjoy your holiday, and it's time to visit Phuket, because this is one of the best times of year to be in Phuket. You've got beautiful greenery. When you go out into Phang Nga Bay right now, you get to see the amazing greenery all over the islands out there, the 40 plus islands. If you do have any other questions I haven't been able to answer in this video, drop a comment below and I'll answer it for you personally.
Thanks, Sean.